I'm going to be making some 2-point boxes, 2-point perspective boxes, starting with a horizon line that's around the middle to high, making a vanishing point called VP1 here and VP2 here. Keep them far apart, otherwise you have more extreme perspective. So now I'm going to create a middle line. I'm going to draw my first box. You start with the middle line, and that determines how big your box is going to be. And draw a line from the bottom and the top to the vanishing points on both sides. Now I want sides to my box. You can decide how wide you want this to be, but they should be parallel with this middle line. You can do that. Keep it parallel, that middle line. Now you're going to take from this area across to the other opposite side vanishing point, this corner, from this corner to the opposite vanishing point. Okay, you got your first box. Now you're going to draw another box on top of it. You're going to start once again with that middle line. So it should be parallel with your other middle lines. This line does not look extremely parallel to this line. You can see when it looks funky, it's a little off and it doesn't look right. See how that's off? So you should double check all your verticals and horizontals to make sure they're parallel with each other. Okay, so now after you get this midline, you want to go back to your vanishing point on both sides from the top and the bottom. Okay, draw the sides of your box. Once again, try your hardest to keep these parallel with the other vertical lines in your drawing. Now you're going to draw from this corner to the opposite vanishing point and this corner to the opposite vanishing point. Okay, and now you have two boxes. You can erase out the middle if you want to see it better. Okay. Now I'm going to do a box on the horizon line. I'm going to start with that middle line. I'm going to draw to the vanishing points on both sides from the top and the bottom. Now I need sides that are just parallel with the middle line. And there's my next box. That one's pretty easy. All right, now we're going to draw one floating above the horizon. Make that one smaller. Start with the middle line. Make sure that line is parallel. Then make lines to each vanishing point. These are called orthogonals. Okay, now you're going to draw the sides to your box. These should be parallel with that middle line. Now from the bottom two corners, I'm going to go to the opposite sides, opposite vanishing points. Okay, and I can erase out where things kind of overlap a little bit here. Erase out this horizon line here a little bit where this box is sitting on top. All right, and you should be able to see now 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes in 2-point perspective.